to defend what is their four-peat at a major, and who better to kick it off than Lucid?
Rockets over toward the mid-map, and Quadrant have changed up their starting strat on this map. For the first time, we're seeing Chick not curve slide, not work over toward the mid-map and steal Rockets, and now because of that, Trippy was able to get a hold of them.
I deemed him big game Trippy for a reason. He kicks it off with some Rockets, finds the first kill, and OpTic Gaming now with complete map control will be able to play around this control. A beautiful job by Trippy to double back, find that kill, put those Rockets to use, and now with Bulldog in hand, it looks like Quadrant are going to have a tough time getting out of this tram position.
Just another display of the teamwork and communication out of OpTic Gaming. Trippy didn't even see that player over towards the music side. He trusted the call-outs, he trusted his awareness, fire off that blind fire rocket, got himself a kill, and now still has the Bulldog to work.
Look at this, APG hovering for information, Trippy hiding in the corner, waiting to react on that information. OpTic Gaming have a 2-split right here, and Quadrant are going to test this. SLG's going to be pushing downhill. Chick gonna be pushing up the mid stairs. Trippy opts to focus on Chick first, then doubles back, but the teamwork from OpTic is overwhelming for the Quadrant push, and it's such a difficult push to try and act, but OpTic take the 6-4 lead.
Early lead here for OpTic Gaming, and they're still trying to sniff out the final player over toward the PD side. Legend, you have to go down, but the rest of Quadrant pushing up onto Cafe. Sika takes down Formal. Trippy can't quite get away, so now that Bulldog is stuck over toward the mid-map, and Chick wants it.
Chick's able to find that Bulldog, try to put it to use, but beautiful shots from APG, big shots from APG to deny some of the pressure that was about to come on the OpTic respawners. Still, Legend on the prowl, still trying to take down Lucid. Opts to back down, Rockets in 5 seconds, and control of tram is what you want, but OpTic have a majority of the map.
Quadrant been able to get a hold of multiple Rockets onto OpTic, even on this very map, and
oh my God.
Might have been a hey, we might have seen a bit of combat evolve action, but I'm not sure exactly where the Rockets ended up landing, and apparently Chick isn't either. There we go. Finally, we figured it out. But the rest of OpTic are using it as bait. All 4 members of OpTic up. SLG gets away with it, but can he make use of the 2 Rockets in the pod?
We saw Trippy put both Rockets to use. SLG is challenged the same right now. 15-12, the lead in OpTic's favor, but for how long? SLG finds 2. That's going to give them the lead, numbers advantage, and some map control. APG trying to create some space, but with no teammates around, it's going to be a difficult push up the B stairs. Quadrant
clawed their way back into it, tied up at 15 apiece, making an early lead coming for Quadrant behind the killing spree of SLG, infiltrating the subway side. Looks like it's about cleared out here. OpTic Gaming now spawning all the way toward the opposite side of the map, so now Quadrant needs to slow it down, get some kind of advantage, but the first one to go down was Chick.
Once again, Quadrant trying to push out of this tram position, but they have the lead this time around. 18-16, this game turns into a stalemate. Who's going to make the first mistake?
These nades forcing SLG to back down, but luckily OpTic aren't able to commit to that. Every angle being watched here by Quadrant. Neither team wanted to make any mistake whatsoever. Lucid flies out a couple of shots onto SLG, forces the back down, but nobody committing just yet. SLG relocating onto the ATM side. Is he ready to push up?
Finds the kill on a Formal, a big melee. Capitalizes on some teammate damage right there. Gets out of dodge as well. Able to relocate, double back, find a kill on a Trippy, and right now SLG keeping his team in the lead at 8-1-2. Now Quadrant find themselves 20-19.
The nades are coming out, and SLG doing max damage onto 2 different players, but where was the follow-up for Quadrant to be able to capitalize on that damage that he did over toward the B Street side? Chick luckily getting a kill onto the offside. Couple nades in the shroud because he knows OpTic stole away the Rockets. Hopefully he was able to take down that Rocket player. They can't let OpTic get away with that.
These kills are big for OpTic. They're going to be able to get Rockets off of this. A couple down, make it 3, make it all 4. We're down momentarily, and Trippy finds himself some Rockets. 6-2-5. Let's see what Trippy can do.
OpTic steal the lead, and Trippy steals the Rockets and still has 2 in the chamber. I saw a spawn over toward the PD side. I see 2 players onto Cafe, so OpTic once again doing what they do best. Cut the map in half. slow down, get into the defensive stance. They never, ever tunnel vision, never overcommit to one thing. They wait for the action to come to them. So that's a 2 down, make it 3. Double kill out of Trippy. Quadrant now going to be forced to come off a spawn, and I promise you, OpTic will be ready.
Quadrant looking to push into the rocket player. A bold strategy, Cotton. Doesn't pay off. Trippy gives his team the lead, but just as I say that, Quadrant do a good job to battle back still. A 3-kill lead, 28-25 for OpTic Gaming.
Check over toward the ATM side. Again, the game slows down. Did he get that stick? There it is! Puts up a prayer and it's answered. Takedown formal. Now gets to the face of APG. Gets stuck himself, but trades out his life there. That's a big play coming out of Chick, bringing Quadrant back within striking distance.
Excellent trades across the board there, keeping this at a 2-kill game this time around. It's in favor of OpTic Gaming. 27 seconds for the next set of rockets. And if we've learned anything, they have really created the power curve so far throughout this game 5. As we cross this 30-kill mark, those rockets' importance cannot be stressed enough.
Both SLG and Sika going down to one shot with that grenade. Luckily, they were able to get out alive in the situation, and in fact, now turn the tables a bit, putting that damage right back onto OpTic. SLG picks up the kill onto 1. Formal goes right back at him. Rockets are up. Legend wants to make a play for them. Rips Trippy from across the map, and that's a free rocket for Legend.
You win the push, you win the battle for rockets, and tie the game up. And now with rockets in hand, you catch Lucid off guard. Take the lead all of a sudden, Quadrant do 33-31. Legend using those rockets to get his team a little bit of momentum can go a long way.
It's game 5, do or die to find out who makes it to the top 4. And clearly the nerves aren't getting to Legend because he's making plays at the moment, and even high IQ play to back down when he doesn't have any advantage whatsoever. Legend now stays alive, baits out the rest of OpTic Gaming to push up. SLG thought he had the help, but apparently not. Legend stays alive, SLG goes down, OpTic push up.
I actually love this by Legend. He's gonna rotate up downhill right now, take B rail control with this rug gun. He was gonna get sandwiched in a tough position in Tram. Because he relocates, he's able to take Trippy's head off. It's a killing spree with perfect shots for Legend. And now Legend with the game in his hands, this Stalker rifle can give you everything you need to separate these two teams.
Just 2 kills here separating them 2. And we see Legend with the Stalker.
Trippy's on the other side. He doesn't know.
No, he doesn't, but he finds out. That's a backsmack by Trippy. They call him the rightest player in the game. He got a corner named after him, and now with the Stalker puts down the damage onto Sika. Legend tries to get his back. Long range shot's gonna connect. There's one more player trying to do damage, but Trippy refuses to go down.
Big game Trippy doing it again, 13-8 right now. A lot of damage on the Legend. It's cleaned up by APG. The teamwork from OpTic showcasing the difference right now in this game, 40-39.
Stalker still in the hands of Trippy. Rockets coming up in a little over 10 seconds here, and this might be the most important rockets of Quadrant's lives.
Only a couple of shots with Red Gun, but those can be the DPS difference you need to win this battle for rockets. Right now, Legend goes down, and that's a big death. It's gonna allow OpTic the numbers advantage they need to potentially get these rockets, and at 41-40, this is where the game is decided.
Swaps out the dying Stalker for the Rockets. Hits him with the bomber. SLG hits the black screen, and now OpTic 7 kills away from stealing game number 5 and ultimately Quadrant's hopes.
There's a player in B right now, but Trippy overextends. A beautiful rocket for Trippy under a lot of pressure right there. Trades across the board will give OpTic this 2-point lead still. Sika stuck mid-stairs, looking up, able to trade at the very least, 46-44. What a phenomenal job by Quadrant to trade that out. This game's neck and neck.
Quadrant may be down by 2, but they're 6 kills away from making it to Championship Sunday. It's not over just yet. APG onto the Ivy side. You see 2 members of Quadrant looking to get into position. This damage can be so important. APG taking none. Nobody able to push them out. The rest of OpTic over toward the B side.
Look at the advanced position of Legend. Are they going to be able to spot him out? Are they going to snip him out? He is a free kill if he gets snipped out. If they do not spot him, he could be the break that Quadrant need. Does he get the assassination on the APG? APG not leaving this location, but if he gets too weak, Legend will push.
And they just pinged him, so his location has been revealed. He has to be careful, and with the spike grenades doing all of that damage onto Legend, SLG now forced to push up, but the Bulldog is barking louder than Royal 2. It's 47-47, 3 3 kills to separate the two.
All tied up, Red Gun Bulldog and SLG's hand loosened. Able to get a kill back tower, but Chick picks up a kill, 49-48.
Only one more kill. SLG pushing up with the Stalker. He's feeling confident, and that's gonna be it. OpTic, go home. OpTic, go home.
Oh my God, Quadrant do it. They create history. The first team outside of North America to ever place top 4. And how did they do it? Against the Green Wall at their own hosted event. What an unbelievable performance we just witnessed, and my hats off to both teams, but Quadrant, well done, boys.
I know the work is not done yet, Wes, but this is the time to celebrate. Make some noise, Quadrant. Pat yourself on the back, like you said.